Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Credible Perspectives. We wrap up the conversation around e-mobility and financing. And to do that, we are joined by Mr. Samuel Kamunya, who is the head of business development at Basi GO. Karibu sana, and thank you for honoring our invite.
Thank you very much, and it's an honor to be here. Yeah.
How did you find yourself in this world?
In the world generally, or in the e-mobility world.
In the e-mobility world.
In the e-mobility world. So by background, I'm an entrepreneur, and the transport that I majored in was in transport.
Okay.
And to that effect, public transport. Then during COVID, I came across two guys, Jit and Jonathan. They were looking to do electric transportation in Kenya. And at the time, we met through a mutual connection. And after giving them insights into what I knew about the industry, they saw it as a perfect opportunity for what I had, what they had, to be able to gel and see whether we can be able to try and revolutionize the transport system in Kenya. Yes.
And the company they came in with is Basi GO.
It's Basi GO. So actually Basi GO wasn't there.
Okay.
It was ideas, and eventually we had to look for a name. So what happened is during COVID, a few things were happening. So the first thing was that there was no noise in the city. There was no pollution in the city. And the constant was that transport had been grounded. There was no movement of people, no movement of goods. And that is what caused to be quiet, to be visible. So they thought, having different backgrounds themselves, what will be able to replicate this beautiful atmosphere every day in the country and across Africa? E-mobility, because the buses do not produce noise pollution and air pollution. And that's how now, after sitting and brainstorming around how to transform the industry, that's how the Basi GO was formed. It had not existed before in either country. It was formed in Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a Kenyan-founded,
Kenyan-founded company, despite the co-founders being foreign.
Okay.
GT is American, Jonathan is British, but founded in Kenya.
Okay.
Yes.
Basi GO sounds like Basi Siuende. Why that name?
I think one of the things that when people are forming companies, that becomes a challenge is getting a name to try and just from the name, can be able to state what it is that you're known for. And that was it. Basi GO, it's a bus that is moving.
Yeah.
So what would really connect with the industry, and at the same time connect with the passengers, the investors in matatu transport, was Basi GO. So that already clicked off. We did a small poll across different stakeholders in the space, and that is what came up top. So we had several others, but Basi GO is what came up as favorite.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You have fleets of buses plying Nairobi.
Yeah.
And in this series, we are discussing financing. I believe last I checked, 35 buses in different parts, in different routes.
Yeah.
Where did you get the money from?
Where do we get the money? First of all, just to go back, we don't have that. We have 76 buses on the road in Kenya. And across Kenya and Rwanda, we have 106 buses.
Okay.
By the end of the year, we are targeting to be at 150 between the two markets, but at least 100 of them in Kenya.
Right.
So we have quite a sizable amount of fleet. 35 was last year. This year is what we have managed to be able to get to 76. We have doubled that number this year.
Okay.
How do we get the money? Basi GO is a startup. So, like most startups, you fundraise.
Yeah.
And how you fundraise is that you pitch your ideas to investors. And the investors, if they see that you have an idea that can be able to bring money or grow, scale, you'll attract funding. So what electric buses do when you pitch them as a business idea, they get to have two characteristics which most businesses not able to. So the first one is impact. It has a very high social impact and environment impact.
Yeah.
It has positive effect on the environment, a positive effect on the passengers, positive effect on the ecosystem.
Yeah.
The second advantage it has a business case. When you invest in buses, you can be able to measure returns from the onset, like from the day one when you operate that bus.
Yeah.
You start making your money on day one. Both from the person who has made the bus, the person who has financed the bus, and the person who is operating the bus. Those three people are able to have a business case, and that becomes an idea that when you pitch, you get different kind of investors. You get angel investors that they give you money because of the noble idea you're doing.
Okay.
You get debt investors who give you their money. And you're able to invest into the business, bring back. And you have equity investors who become part of you every day in running the business. Yes.
I want us to veer off slightly because you've said as a startup.
Yeah.
And we've seen a couple of startups close down in the last couple of months.
Yeah.
But what model is it that you're using to make sure that your investors see that what you are proposing is viable and is working, and so your business continues and there's no danger of closing soon? Because one of the startups that have shut down is actually in the transport sector. How are you guys managing that?
One of the things when you look at the kind of business we are doing, number one, we are trying to serve a market that utilizes public goods. So we're talking about public goods, education, food, security, and transport.
Okay.
Transport ideally is a public good. And for us to build the businesses that we are building, not even Basi GO as is, all the other businesses generally in Africa and in the world, you must always transport people. So this becomes a business that can be able to scale. A business that as long as people are going to work, as long as urban rural migration is growing, as long as you're building homes, as long as you're building new companies, people will have to go to work. And the number one way in which people move is through public transport. We are fortunate enough to have ventured into public transport, which has sight of scale. Scale that we're estimating that between 50 and 70% of all commutes in Africa is through public transport. So we are in such a place that unless other things happen, the business is scalable to as much extent as the major cities and towns are growing. So that keeps us that fortunate. Yes.
All right. Back to financing. What were your investors looking out for that, should there have been competition, would have made you guys stand out?
Sometimes, not all the time, but you have several steps in which you are able to go through for you to be able to invest some kind of money, attract some kind of investment. So when we look at how Basi GO started, when we were doing the first step into the business, there was nothing. There was no electric buses. There were no Basi GO as a company. There was an idea. However, when you pitch your idea, it's tested by various, I would say, by various questions from the investors. And some of those answers that we gave to the business model or to the big plan, some of them was, let's wait and see. This is what we see. This is what we think will happen. And we had data to back that up. And sometimes when people are investing into your company, they're taking a risk. It's the idea. Is the idea bulletproof enough? Does it serve or answer some certain questions that the investors are asking? However, at the same time, it will only be proved when you roll out. So you ask for some money. The initial capital is ideally to try and prove the concept. And that isn't much. You can only prove a concept for so long. Then after you prove the concept now, you now unlock other kinds of finances that now your business grows or you move into pilot operations, then you have now to move into profitability and commercial activities that now guarantees or has the company has sight of returns starting to come back to the company. So it is in the investment world that there will be proof of concept, there will be piloting, there will be commercial phase, and you have to grow. It's when you hit these milestones that you unlock investment. So you can only unlock so much when you're doing a proof of concept.
Okay.
You can only unlock so much when you're piloting. You can only unlock so much when you're doing commercial operations. When you grow to profitability, you can also unlock so much. So it's the different milestones that you attract different kind of investments and different amounts of investments.
Okay.
Yes.
What stage would you say Basi GO is in currently?
Basi GO.
Yeah.
When we were beginning in 2025, our site or the vision, the mission statement we had for 2025 is the road to profitability.
Okay.
We call it the road to 1,000 buses. So the road to profitability is actually now trying to leaving the mindset of pilot operations, going into commercial operations where you're being measured by revenue coming in, how fast are you scaling, how fast are you growing, are you able to sustain those revenues, are you able to grow those revenues to be able to sustain some of the operations that you do, are your margins now starting growing towards the positive number, the gross margins, are they growing towards positive? Then that way, you can be able to say that is where Basi GO is. Okay. We are on our road to prove profitability, that the business can be profitable, and we have a sight of how we want to get there.
All right. Yes. Okay. One of the models that Basi GO has used to especially offset the initial investment for buses is pay as you drive.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about that.
So pay as you drive, as it says, is the only way you're paying is because you're driving. And what we have an electric bus. That is what we're giving to the market. And by nature, electric buses are expensive. So them being expensive, we want to mirror as much as possible what is happening in the market. But with a different technology. If electric buses are between 4 to 5 times more expensive than internal combustion engines. So with that, you have to look for a creative way to make these upfront costs affordable. If you're selling your bus, for example, a diesel one for 1 million shillings, and the electric one is costing 5 million shillings, the terms of finance will be very different. So you might be in a place where the operator of the public service transport has little alternative to take up electric buses because of the prohibitive cost. So you have to innovate a creative way of trying to make sure you tap or you that customer adapts that electric bus. And the simplest way we came up with, or the innovative way that we birthed, was called pay as you drive. So pay as you drive guarantees you will acquire the bus at a very cost-effective upfront cost.
Okay.
But for every kilometer you're driving, for the mileage you're doing, for the days you're operating, you pay us as you drive.
Okay.
You pay us as you make money. So ideally, if the bus is not making money, you might also have a challenge in giving us back what it is that we have invested into the bus. So it's just to try and curate a model where for every kilometer you're driving, you're making this much. And that one is able to, Basi GO is also able to take this much and still make you more competitive, ideally, than the internal combustion engine bus.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is that model working? Is it successful thus far?
The model is on 76 buses in Kenya.
Okay.
And going,
all the buses.
All the buses are on pay as you drive.
Wow. Okay.
That I can say it's successful.
Yeah.
And looking at the pre-orders or the reservations that we have collected, because anybody who has reserved with us already is exposed to what he's expecting to take from us when the delivery comes.
Okay.
And what we're selling to them is that this is how much we'll sell you the bus at this cost, at this rate per kilometer.
Yeah.
Can you make your order based on that? And those are on those numbers. And all the orders are based on those pay-as-you-drive numbers.
Okay.
So I would say it's successful.
And Kenyans being Kenyans, you've not experienced a situation where one is not paying back?
Or is not paying back. The oldest bus on the road is 4 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, and counting. And the bus is still with the initial owner and still on the road.
Okay.
And they've been able to successfully make those pay-as-you-drive payments, pay-as-you-drive payments until today.
Yeah.
So I would say, so far,
so good.
Fortunate enough that we are 100% retention rate. The work of business development is to acquire, grow customers, and retain them. So I think we have done a good work in retaining the customers. Okay. Yes.
That's encouraging to hear.
Thank you.
It's very encouraging to hear. And congratulations for
100% retention.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
What challenges have you experienced, especially with the pay-as-you-drive concept, if any?
It will not be along the lines of pay-as-you-drive per se directly. However, what we see as a challenge is that not from the operator's perspective, but from the company perspective.
Okay.
For every bus that is deployed on the road, it's pre-financed by Basi GO. So it means if the bus is costing $120,000, Basi GO has already incurred that cost of $120,000.
Okay.
So what that does is it slows down how fast can be able to get out more other buses because our money is tied on that asset. So pay-as-you-drive may not be challenging as such, but being able to give more buses under the pay-as-you-drive model, it's always a challenge that we try to work around every day by getting more finance for the company to be able to churn out more buses. So if that finance was shifted back to banks, was shifted back to microfinances that already are lending the ICE vehicles.
Yes.
Then what we'll do is just free up more capital for Basi GO to be able to create or produce more buses to be able to electrify the city and Kenya in general. So the challenge I see is not with the model per se, but with how much finance Basi GO is investing to be able to produce more pay-as-you-drive products.
Okay.
Yes.
You've spoken a lot about Basi GO producing, bringing in.
Yeah.
Are you manufacturing the buses in Kenya or are you importing them?
One of the ways we are able to also ourselves try and make the upfront cost affordable is by doing local assembly.
Okay.
The cost of importing a fully built bus compared to the cost of a locally assembled bus, it differs between 30 and 40%.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Yes.
So what we do is we do our best to make sure that these products are locally assembled. That way, it reduces the taxes and the levies on the products. Number two, it creates a lot of local employment. Number three, we input a lot of local equipment or local products into the bus. Because one of the boxes you have to tick as a local assembler is that you have to input so much local input to the bus for you to be given that status.
Okay.
So that is what we do. We locally assemble those buses.
Okay.
And that way it increases our production times. So it guarantees we have sight. When you're doing your production outside Kenya, the production time becomes longer. You have little or no sight or so that. But when you do too many variables, you have logistics challenges that are unforeseen sometimes.
Ziko kwa meli bado.
Ziko kwa high seas, pirates, there's a shutdown of some parts into Africa. So, but when you have local assembly, our factory, currently we are doing our assembly in Thika.
Okay.
So we have a tier team that is based, a manufacturing team that is based in Thika.
Okay.
And we're able to collaborate every day and give ourselves timelines on when we'll, like now the buses that we are currently doing, we know in how many days the buses will be out.
Yeah.
So we have already lined up our clients for that. And even them, they have sight. Sometimes we take them to tours of these factories to see, by the way, that is your bus.
Okay.
We're giving it several days and it will be at this stage. And that way you'll be able to have your own bus. So yes, we are local assemblers.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you manage? Congratulations on that first, before we even move away from that conversation. I think that's a brilliant thing. One of the things that comes up very often is also the tax variations, and that definitely impacts your financing models in different ways. And I'm glad you've chosen to do
local
assemble the buses locally.
Yeah.
We'll come and visit.
Most welcome. Well, just give me a date. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So one of the things that the government is doing, and also this has been done in collaboration with the industry. We have IMAC, Mobility Association of Kenya, where most of all the e-mobility players have come up to try and have a single voice towards government, because the products are generally almost the same. All of them are e-mobility products. So the government has gone ahead and lowered even if you are importing an EV, the percentage of taxes on EVs are still less compared to ICE.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have no VAT and the excise duties at 10%.
Okay.
As compared to 35, 25, and 16 for ICE products. These are fully built ones. Still, they still are a little bit high because the buying cost of EVs is still high from source.
Yeah.
When you come to local assembly, after the assembling, when you're selling, you don't pay VAT on e-mobility products.
Okay.
Yes. Government has cushioned e-mobility players around that.
Right.
When you look around the operations of the bus itself, the operation of e-mobility products, we are on an e-mobility tariff that gives us energy at a lower rate as opposed to other users.
Yeah.
So that also accelerates their e-mobility adoption and production across the country.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are looking for more. Yeah, I know it's a sensitive issue around tax when you're trying to tell the government you want no taxes or less. However, we collect a lot of data as an industry to be able to justify what being absolved from this tax will in turn give back to the government and to the country. So it's a lot of data research, a lot of collaboration. But as we will see the government has done a lot towards taxation.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. I hope this data is getting to the government.
So it gets to the government. We have round tables. I think you saw one last year. And we engage different government stakeholders in those round tables.
Yeah.
We have targeted meetings, not round tables now, but focused with Treasury, focused with the taxman himself, focused with Ministry of Transport, focused with the Ministry of Trade. And that way, sometimes we get all of them in one room to be able to explain to them this is what and this is what we're looking at.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I recently learned a new term, range anxiety. How are you guys managing the charging of the buses?
When we were doing our first pitch to operators, the guarantee to them that I will mirror almost 100% of the current operations that you guys are in.
Okay.
What does that mean? It means that where you operate, we locate charging stations conveniently across those routes.
Okay.
And internally, we have given ourselves a goal that we will set up charging infrastructure less than 5 kilometers from where you're terminating operations.
Okay.
So that way, the operators are shielded from range anxiety.
Okay.
Being a new technology, you'll always find once in a while that the drivers will experience this. And sometimes it's in the way they're driving because they're anxious. Sometimes it's in not knowing. But after some time, they are comfortable enough Like I would say, maybe 2 years after we started, very few operators used to travel outside Nairobi with electric buses.
Yeah.
But the last 2 years, we have seen that most buses during the weekends are on private hires outside Nairobi, all the way to Naivasha, Nyeri, Nakuru, Embu.
Yeah.
And the buses are able to go and come back because they have mastered that art of this is how to keep charge, this is how to have regenerative charging.
Yeah.
This is where our charging infrastructure is.
Okay.
So across Nairobi, we have mapped out major routes in Nairobi. And for every route, we have a charging station.
Okay.
So if you're doing Eastlands, we have several charging stations in Eastlands. If you're on Mombasa Road, we have a charging station on Mombasa Road. If we're in Waiyaki Way, we have a charging station in Waiyaki Way. We are now doing Ngong Road, targeting Athi River.
Okay.
We are in Nyahururu as we speak.
Okay.
We are trying to look to the now inter-county charging network. And we are working with very many partners to be able to grow that faster than we would starting from scratch.
That's actually where I want us to head to next.
Yeah.
Does Basi GO have infrastructure specific for the buses, or can you use the infrastructure that exists under different companies?
Yeah. We have quite a fleet of, by the end of the year, at least 100 buses.
Yeah. October.
Hey, but I want to be back here before December and say that you've hit our 100 number.
I will look for you.
Look for me. Or look our socials in the next 2 months.
Okay.
2-3 months. Basically, December 31st, we target to be at 100 plus.
All right.
Yes. So what happens is we have quite a number of fleets.
Okay.
And the charging stations that we have built are open to other users.
Okay.
However, the buses take priority. It will be almost impossible to find that the chargers are full unless it's at night at the same time. So we'll always leave room for anybody else who wants to charge to come in and use those chargers.
Okay.
We haven't formally gone public and wide, but we are open. If you come in, you want to charge, you'll always access a charger. It's open. You know, what we are grappling with as an industry is to agree. See, on the phones, most of us have agreed. All of us will go to Type-C, including the iPhone
users.
And you can't laugh. It's serious. I've agreed to Type-C.
Yeah.
We are now working towards coming up with a standard for charging for all EVs, if not most.
Okay.
For there to be interoperability and to be able to share this resource. We have the American system. They share Tesla type of charging. We have the guys who use the Chademo, we call them. We have CCS2. We have GBT. So sometimes, like in our fleet, we have those two. We have GBT and CCS2.
Okay. And
we oscillate between who is the OEM. They gravitate towards this kind of charging. The other one gravitates towards this kind of charging. But at the same time, for this, now the vehicles that would want to come and charge in our system. So we only, at the moment, we have those two types of charging. So the more we move towards a common charging standard, the more these resources can be shared across.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And swap stations. I've also heard about swap stations. Yes. Another term I have learned recently. Is that a model you're also using or looking into using?
So buses have quite big sizes of batteries. A bus would have almost a ton weight of a battery.
Okay.
Substations ideally have batteries between 3 and 10 kilograms. So when you look at a motorbike battery, it's around 5 kilograms.
Yes.
That's when you can be able to come, leave your empty pack, pick a full pack, you swap. That is what you call a substation. For buses, we've seen the technology developing across Europe and a little bit of Asia. However, it has not yet matured to be enough for to come into Africa. As we speak, the chargers are very well and heavily protected in the buses. That leaves little room for swapping. and also becomes a little more cumbersome. Technology will improve.
Yeah.
We're seeing that every day, every year, the battery is becoming smaller, but more powerful. As is, they're still big and powerful. You've seen the laptops.
Yeah.
They've moved from big batteries to smaller batteries and still being more powerful and keeping more time.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
Okay.
We are not yet there, but it's something that the world will move there.
Okay.
But as you speak, it will be impossible to do swapping for the batteries that are in the buses we have.
All right.
Yeah.
So when it comes to charging, and you've mentioned that you're in Kenya and Rwanda, can a bus leave Kenya and reach Rwanda?
And reach Rwanda.
Do you have enough stations in between for them to do that trip?
Is there enough charging network from here to Rwanda? Yes.
Okay.
Is it owned by Basi GO? No. As we speak as IMAC, the Mobility Association of Kenya, we're doing a trip from Kenya to Addis Ababa.
Yes.
And it's all EVs.
Okay.
Yeah, so currently they are in Marsabit as of yesterday.
Hey, but that journey started on Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday. It's not that they are slow.
Okay.
In every town they're trying to yes, tell people about it's a whole agenda.
Okay.
We're trying to preach about e-mobility.
Okay.
If it was non-stop, I'd already been Addis.
Okay.
Yes. But there's an agenda to every town they stop, talk about e-mobility. And they're being met by EV enthusiasts in those towns.
Okay.
They spend time together.
All right.
Yeah, others will have already been there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but are you throwing shade on our journey from Nairobi to Addis Ababa?
Because the question was on charging points. Kwani, how long does it take to charge a bus that it's taken a 5-hour journey, on an ICE vehicle?
On an ICE vehicle, yeah.
It's taking 2-3 days.
No. It's a whole parade, it's a whole charade. And for buses, we charge them mostly at night.
Okay.
And the maximum time we charge a bus is 3 hours.
Okay.
That is enough. During the day, if you want to charge for 30 minutes or an hour, it's possible.
Okay.
But we focus on charging at night, which takes us a maximum of 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've looked at banks, we've looked at the pay-as-you-drive model, we've talked a bit about circles.
Yeah.
What other financing models would you think would work in Kenya or that we can borrow from other countries?
Oh, the one we'll do is government subsidies.
Okay.
Yeah. What I see is people who are in the business of trying to make work easier for government.
Yeah.
Are highly subsidized to be able to continue doing that good work. Is what I would say.
Okay.
What you have is, and it doesn't have to be money per se. We are doing charging infrastructure.
Yeah.
Can the land be given out by county governments? It will ease a lot of finance from us to be able to pay rent and the licenses for those lands. We are buying electric equipment locally, highly taxed. Can it be subsidized as long as it is going towards e-mobility?
Yeah.
We are looking at companies that are in mobility. Can they have tax havens? Because they're giving transport, which is a public good. They're helping the government to move the people. Yeah, that can work.
Okay.
Yes. We've seen it working in Rwanda. It's there. So maybe we can approach the same in Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah.
With what you've experienced in the last 5 or so years in the industry, what financial insight, as we wrap up, would you give someone who's trying to get into the electric mobility world?
What will get us there faster, or also if you want to venture into this, is capital. However, not just any kind of capital. We have a peculiar kind of capital. First one, it must be patient capital. You're a startup, it's a new industry, your mobility is due in Kenya. So you want a person who will give you cash, but be patient with you and not you lent me the money today, you want to be paid tomorrow. It's a new industry, so be patient capital. That's the first. The second one is cost-effective capital. What I'm looking at is we are venturing into green, sustainable initiatives. These initiatives are doing a lot of good to the environment. A bus will ideally avoid up to 50 tons of carbon into the atmosphere. That's massive. So if this capital, we call it green capital, can be have low interest rates.
Okay.
That will really propel borrowing of more and deploying more into these initiatives.
Okay.
So cost-effective capital. And number 3 is collaborative capital. You want a scenario where you're getting money from well-established organizations, well-established investors. At the same time, they're bringing to you wealth of consultancies, knowledge, and skills that will help you grow your business.
Okay.
So you're not only giving me your money to come back for it at a certain time of time, but we are with you, working together, trying to grow this initiative together. So that is what I would help. Not all capital is good capital. But when your capital hits those 3 boxes, it makes it more attractive. And it makes it conducive for the businesses to grow. So that is what I would advise.
I think this is a good place to stop. If I ask any more questions, we'll dilute that final question. And it's such a fantastic way to wrap up. But just to hear from you in your, and it's my favorite question to ask because I've had so many diverse answers. In your wildest dreams in the electric mobility world, what would you like to see happen?
What would I like to see happening? I would imagine, and for me, this is it. Imagine, you can hear the silence in this room. And you can see the clarity you're seeing from that window. Imagine that every day. The silence, the clarity, because there's no pollution, because there's no noise pollution. Imagine that. And that is where the Basi GO dream was birthed. To be able to duplicate this every day. For me, I think the only challenge is now we'll be on the lookout a lot because the buses don't make noise. The motorcycles have no noise from the engine. I think that for me, that is the ideal. I would want to see the same and hear the same every day. That for me will be an ideal EV world. Serenity. It will motivate us to do so many things, to think, to exercise. During COVID, if you noticed, all of us went on being fit. Now we want to, all of a sudden, we want to run. But we wanted to run because outside the air was so fresh. It was so silent. There was little movement. And unfortunately, some business suffered, especially transport business. But that will be duplicated with electric vehicles. Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm happy I enjoyed the session.
I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad you did.
I enjoyed the session. Thank you very much.
And thank you so much to our viewers for tuning in. If you have any questions, you'll find us on our social media, TikTok, Instagram. You can also ask your questions below, and we'll find a way to respond to them. Thank you.